being here. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Um, so Base CRM, when you guys go to the resources part of the training, you'll see Base CRM. It'll have this, it'll either have this logo in white or have the same logo uh, or the emblem at least in this kind of turquoise color. All right, so check this out. We use Base primarily for our clients for finance. So you'll have a login. My login is this company email. Yours, if you're an account manager, you'll have your own separate login. If you're not an account manager, you'll use the finance at leadchandlerenterprises.com. I'm gonna hit login here. I want you to kind of see the dashboard.
The similarities, man. You know what the funny thing is?
What's up?
You're a baby, and then you hear a squirrel, they make the same noise.
They do. They do. Okay. Sorry, guys. So check this out. um, so right here, this is kind of what the things we have going on in Base as of right now. These are all prospecting, and then it gets further onto the funnel. I'm not going to be able to show you all of the how to use this, but I want you to get the basis of it and why we use Base for our finance clients. So you click here, of course, it always gives you the little deal history or sales pipeline. You click on this part or right here, it'll take you to the dashboard. And so on our dashboard, we kind of have more, these are my specific to-dos, but you have more of what's important or hot deals, things that we want to close fairly quickly. And then here we have different things that have been done or activities as far as progression. All right, I'm gonna go to leads. Then I'll probably just go to deals really to get you guys a better ingest for it. All right, go to that. So boom, what happens is if someone calls the receptionist, she'll actually put in various things for us. But what we like the most about Base is I'm gonna go to deals that, because we actually closed a deal last Friday. See if I can find it on here. As far as I find it, okay, let's see. This is one. So this is a deal we closed on Friday of last week for the finance company. And it kind of, what I like about Base is that it shows you everyone who's involved with the company, shows you the capital raise, how it was successful, the type of lead or company or acquisition it was. This one's a real estate acquisition, and it gives you an area where all your documents go. That's what I like about it. So you want to preview HUD statements, you can, and it shows you the activity with that deal. So between the closing company, the attorney, the realtor, and lender, and all that stuff, all that was tracked here. The other thing that's cool about Base is that if you send an email through Base, it will actually tell you when your client actually reads the email and when they open it. So you know for certain someone received it. Now, let's say you're going to send an email to your finance client outside of Base. Well, I would copy this right here onto my clipboard, and when I send that person an email on your company Gmail, you type in their name, of course, and then either in CC or in blind CC, I would just go ahead and paste this deal URL. That way, it's always tracked, and so even if you message someone outside of Base, it's still going to keep that information tracked for you. So when you come back to Base to check up on your client, you can always see your communication is always tracked. You can add various tasks or check marks that you will need most likely during the progression of your deal. You can add additional people such as myself or anyone else to collaborate or help you with your deal. That's my son. And then you would also, if you have scheduled appointments, let's say your client scheduled an appointment with you using your You Can Book Me link, you can also add that here. A lot of times it integrates depending on what email address you're using. So for me, if a client used my You Can Book Me link for the finance one, they would actually integrate right here. Okay, so this is probably a good point to go over HUD statements since it's already available. And like I said, you can book. Like I said, Base also allows you to save documents, so you can kind of look through them as well. Okay. Quick, brief overview. This is called a HUD statement. So for those of you guys who are part of the finance and real estate division, HUD statements or closing statements is what the government requires to show where money is leaving and going. All right. So right here, our client, the buyer, MTS Holding LLC, on Friday closed or purchased a property from a seller, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay. The subject property or property address is here. So 23 East 36th Street, located in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, the sales price, $59,500. And here's the thing, too, I want you guys to know. When you're in school, or if you're already out of school, you may have taken a class called accounting, right? And all accounting is doing is showing you debits and credits. And all debits and credits mean is either something's being added or something's being taken away. So keep in mind, if someone gives you extra credit, that means something's being added. If something's a debit, that means something's being taken away. A closing statement shows debits and credits, or addition and subtraction. But what happens is that they make it two panes. So in other words, they're showing you what's happening as far as the debit and credit for a seller, and then likewise for the buyer. And then they show you all the description and fees in between. Okay. Now, the finance company, Lee Channel Enterprises, or the parent company, when it comes to the finance department, gets paid normally through various points, fees, finance points, or loan charges, and sometimes just consulting charges. This all depends on how we structure the deal. Now, the important thing is the credit is what our client, and this point, our client is the buyer, what our client is getting. So it says from the One Capital Group LLC, which we helped them acquire this. So they acquired $141,120. They put earnest money of two grand. That $2,000 normally is a debit initially from the buyer that's placed in a holding account, which later on is credited to the deal. And so basically, our client purchased an asset that has an after repair value of, give or take, $320,000 for a purchase price of $59,000. And then we also helped our client obtain the funds to do the renovation. So that's why they have 141 here, and an overall deal of $168,790.33. Okay, so that's a brief overview of a HUD statement. If you notice here, funds held, basically $97,300 are going to be held in escrow for our client to take draws on, so they can actually renovate their property and later on add value to it. Okay, so if you get the chance, what I would do, something very, very smart, before you even get any access to these documents, what will happen is that you will have to sign a few confidentiality agreements, because our Base platform has a lot of pertinent information that's confidential for the client, such as ownerships, business information, taxes, and things like that. So you have to sign that information before you're given access to it. But I just want to show you how we normally use this platform for our clients. If you wanted to learn more, my suggestion is always look at deals that we have done in the past. And so you click here, click on sales pipeline, you go to close, and you click on won deals or loss, and you can you'll be able to go through the different ones that we've done to see exactly what has made this deal successful. And keep in mind, everything's tracked with the activity, so you have a better way of looking and saying, okay, I see how they got that done. All right. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Be more than happy to actually go through a particular deal and show you how we set the deals up, so that you can better learn and be better equipped further down the road. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.